Let's explore 5 Supreme Court decisions from the 1900s that reshaped the United States. These rulings didn't just resolve legal disputes, they left lasting impacts on the nation. Number 5. United States versus Nixon, 1974. In the midst of the Watergate scandal, President Nixon tried to withhold tape recordings of conversations held in the Oval Office by claiming executive privilege. The Supreme Court ruled unanimously that not even the president is above the law, and that Nixon had to turn over the tapes. This case was pivotal in reinforcing the principle of checks and balances and led directly to Nixon's resignation, affirming that the rule of law applies to everyone. Number 4. Gideon versus Wainwright, 1963. Clarence Gideon was charged with a felony, but he couldn't afford a lawyer. He requested one, but the court denied his request, and he was forced to represent himself. The Supreme Court ruled that the Sixth Amendment guarantees the right to counsel in criminal cases, even if a defendant can't afford one. This decision transformed the criminal justice system by ensuring that all defendants have legal representation, regardless of their financial situation. Number 3. Roe versus Wade, 1973. Roe versus Wade is one of the most debated cases in U.S. history. The Supreme Court ruled that a woman's right to privacy, implied in the Constitution, extended to her decision to have an abortion. The court struck down many state laws restricting abortion, making it legal nationwide. This ruling reshaped the landscape of reproductive rights and has continued to be a focal point of political and legal battles. Number 2. Miranda versus Arizona, 1966. This case arose after Ernesto Miranda confessed to a crime without being informed of his rights. The Supreme Court ruled that suspects must be informed of their rights to remain silent and to have an attorney present during interrogations. These Miranda rights have become a crucial part of law enforcement practices, protecting individuals from self-incrimination and ensuring fair treatment during the criminal justice process. Number 1. Brown versus Board of Education, 1954. Brown versus Board of Education is perhaps the most famous Supreme Court decision of the 20th century. The court ruled that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional, overturning the separate but equal doctrine established in Plessy versus Ferguson. This landmark case was a catalyst for the civil rights movement, leading to the desegregation of schools across the nation and advancing the cause of equality in America. These 5 rulings from the 1900s shaped the nation, defining our rights and the balance of power in government. Their impact continues to influence American society and law today.